The difference between rich and poor people will surprise you. A billionaire and a poor person both have 24 hours in a day, but it is the use and management of these hours that make you rich or make you live below the poverty line. Well, even if you manage your working hours well, it does not mean that you can save more and become rich one day, but it is your inner desire and efforts that can help you succeed in life. In this part of the video, you can see a comparison between some of the habits of the rich and the poor and take a look at them, learn them, and you will surely achieve success in life. The effective differences between rich people and poor people. 1. The rich play to win, the poor don't play to not lose. These two sentences may seem the same to you at first, but there is a big difference. A rich person is always committed to victory while a poor person tries to avoid failure. As it says in the law of attraction, the more you think about a certain thing, the more you will be attracted to that thing, and what you focus on will grow. And therefore your plan should be for something that is not far from the goal, and so on. The reason why you see that a rich person is more successful than a poor person in seeking new things is because they intend to win instead of avoiding failure. 2. The poor plan, the rich execute. Planning and execution are both necessary to achieve goals. Poor people make many plans but fail to implement them. On the contrary, a rich person never gives up until they succeed in achieving their goals, and they are always busy finding new ways to turn their plans into reality. They are successful and will be implemented. 3. As they say, a healthy mind is in a healthy body. The rich have a habit of exercising regularly, which helps them to have a fresh mind with creative thoughts. And exercise also creates a positive attitude towards life with a body full of enthusiasm. Rich people know that exercise lowers their stress levels and makes them think more clearly about their efforts, while a poor person who doesn't exercise regularly is lazy. 4. Study for learning. Reading is one of the best hobbies that you can start doing to become successful. The rich read because they are always trying to improve, and unlike the poor, rich people are not interested in fiction books and instead read books that help them grow as a person. In one study, it was found that 88% of wealthy people read nonfiction books such as How to Become a Better Programmer or How to Be a Business Guide, while only 2% of poor people read nonfiction. Our story in this shows the attitude of the rich who try to get better and better. 5. Dawn people. When you wake up early in the morning, you have more hours to fulfill your dreams and focus on your priorities, and the morning is the best time to do things in a productive way. Almost all rich people are obsessed with early risers, and they use this extra time to improve themselves. And poor people like to sleep more, because there is nothing to motivate them to get up early. 6. The habit of finding solutions. This is one of the most important habits to cultivate if you want to be rich and successful. Rich people never cry over spilled milk, and this is the main reason why we see rich people coming up with new ideas and solutions to problems, all the while the poor person is finding a hard nut to crack. They are always looking for solutions because they believe, if I don't look for solutions, who will? Unlike poor people who tend to discuss problems, rich people try to find opportunities to find ways. When a poor person sees an opportunity, they look to see how others are doing it and imitate them. And most of the time, they never consider another way of doing it, and instead, they believe that what others do is the best thing they can do for themselves. 7. Determining the goal. Many wealthy people write down their goals for the next day, so when they wake up, the first thing they see is their goal to accomplish. It takes even longer to visualize. Many successful entrepreneurs write themselves checks for the amount they want to earn, and eventually receive them. It shows that wealthy people have clear goals, and they don't just write down a list of things they need to do. They organize their goals in such a way that they know which ones come first, which ones to outsource, and which ones to delete. 8. Positive thinkers versus negative people. Your mindset decides whether you will find more challenges or more opportunities. For a positive person, there are only opportunities and not challenges. And rich people have a habit of thinking positively even on difficult days, so they are always ready to try new things. Because they are optimistic about the results and eventually, they will get the same result, but the poor person may never take the initiative to do something new because they tend to think negatively, and therefore if someone asks you to get out of the cycle to get out of poverty, you must first change the way you look at things and always try to focus on the brighter side of the picture. 9. Establishing relationships with people. Rich people tend to be around people they can learn from, like people with experience. They also have the habit of communicating with more and more people because they know that this will boost business, and on the contrary, poor people don't want to explore more, and they don't want to be in a certain group that is satisfying for them. They are happy. 10. Watch less TV. Rich people are familiar with the fact that time is capital and they never waste time on unnecessary things that are not productive, and therefore they rarely watch television, and if they do, they watch spiritual content. And on the other hand, poor people spend most of their time looking at reality and doing things that make them better or happier. 11. Poor people are skeptical, rich people are trusting. Poor people always look for weak people and they think that everyone wants their money unjustly and everyone is out to arrest them and put a hat on their head. Surprisingly, many rich people leave their cars and doors unlocked, but in poorer areas, you will find that this behavior is very unlikely and rich people tend to trust those they meet and give others a chance to be themselves. 12. Poor people make assumptions. Rich people ask questions. When it comes to knowing the truth, poor people often make assumptions, and if they want to reach out to a famous person, they might say, "They probably have time to talk to me," instead of checking the facts. Or ask questions, they never make a real effort to achieve what they want. Many wealthy people ask the question, what if? For example, what if I write an email to the president and he replies? If you start asking, you'll save yourself a lot of trouble. Power are in the hands of those who ask the right questions and they don't answer your questions, they question your answers. 13. Poor people say they and rich people say we. In the grocery store, a woman registered the statistics and said, "They don't have enough cashiers and I don't know what's wrong with them." It is obvious that this woman has not taken any ownership and responsibility for her job. He certainly separates himself from the tasks assigned to him. In one of the restaurants, the waiter said, "We really enjoy cooking our kebabs over real fire. Surely, when you invest more in what you believe in, you will become rich." 14. Poor people want the cheapest way and rich people want the best way. Wealthy people go the extra mile to find quality materials. They don't limit themselves to price, and often look for service when shopping, and the wealthy want organized service and never settle for worthless and useless items. They don't pay. 15. Poor people think that money is more important than time. Rich people know that time is more important than money. Millions of people around the world trade their precious time for money. You can always get millions back, but you can't get another 50 hours. However, most people waste time on money and never realize their true potential because of it. The rich are never in business for money, and furthermore, they seek fulfilling experiences that will dramatically change their lives and their careers rather than just trying to get a measly paycheck. They focus more on doing what they love and helping others. 16. Complaining of poor people and praising rich people. Poor people complain, condemn and criticize, and rich people praise and enjoy their blessings. Most poor people have learned how to be poor from their ancestors and their family members have conditioned them to believe that everything is wrong instead of right. Rich people know that they have many privileges and do not take it for granted. And because of the appreciation of gifts, love, and circumstances, they are able to produce more, and many times, what is appreciated becomes more prosperous. And the final point is the difference between rich and poor people. Using these features will not guarantee that you will become a billionaire, but they can definitely help you live a fulfilling life. Growing your wealth starts with growing yourself, and getting good habits is the best way to start. So, try to develop these good habits from today so that you can make your mentality rich. Because all changes in life start from our mindset. So now that you understand this issue, focus on changing your mindset. Thank you for staying with us until the end of this video, and I hope you liked this content. If you have any questions or suggestions, be sure to share them with us in the comments section. Be happy, rich and healthy wherever you are. See you in the next video.